The story of Mephibosheth in the Bible is an intriguing and meaningful tale. Today, we will explore who Mephibosheth was, his characteristics, and the role he played in the biblical narrative. Mephibosheth was a character mentioned in the Old Testament of the Bible, more specifically in the book of 2 Samuel. He was the son of Jonathan, the son of King Saul, and the grandson of King David. Mephibosheth was, therefore, a descendant of two important political and religious figures of the kingdom of Israel. Mephibosheth's story begins when he was only 5 years old. At that time, there was a war between Israel and the Philistines, in which Saul and Jonathan were killed. The news of his father and grandfather's death reached Mephibosheth, and his nurse, fearing for his safety, fled with him. Unfortunately, during the escape, Mephibosheth suffered an accident that left him with physical problems in his legs. He became paralyzed and lived in Lo-Debar, a remote and insignificant city at the time. Many years passed until David became king of Israel. One day, he remembered his friend Jonathan and decided to look for any living descendants to show kindness in the name of their friendship. That was how David found Mephibosheth in Lo-Debar. When Mephibosheth was brought to David, he feared for his life, as the relationship between David and Saul had been troubled. However, David calmed his fears and showed generosity and compassion towards him, deciding to restore all the lands and riches of Saul's family to Mephibosheth. Mephibosheth is a character who represents God's grace and mercy. Despite his physical disability and his troubled family background, he received kindness and generosity from David, symbolizing God's goodness in his life. Mephibosheth was blessed and given a new position of honor with the king. This story teaches us the importance of showing love and compassion to those who are marginalized by society. Mephibosheth had nothing to offer David in terms of power or influence, but even so, he was granted great generosity. This reminds us of God's unconditional love, which gives us blessings and salvation even when we do not deserve it. The story of Mephibosheth in the Bible shows us the importance of demonstrating compassion and generosity towards others, regardless of their condition or origin. Just as David took pity on Mephibosheth and blessed him abundantly, we should also seek to be instruments of love and kindness in the lives of those around us. Mephibosheth became a symbol of hope and grace, and his story is a powerful message about God's love. May we be inspired by this biblical narrative and seek to spread God's love and kindness to all those around us.